Hey guys, so it has been a long time since I talked about what I'm reading. Last night I just started God Emperor of Dune by Frank Herbert. Now, if you're not familiar, this is book 4 in the Dune series by Frank Herbert. You might have seen the fairly recent Dune movie that came out maybe a year ago with Timothy Chalamet and Zendaya and more. I think when I saw that movie, first of all, let me backtrack. When I saw the original Dune movie, I thought it was horrible. And I had heard that this was like a classic science fiction novel. If you're into sci fi, then this is something, the original now I'm talking about, that if you're into sci-fi that you should read the original Dune novel. So I bought it and attempted to read it quite some time ago, and I couldn't get into it, and I ended up donating it. Fast forward to when I saw the movie that came out last year. That renewed my interest in it. I thought it was much better than the original, but I still wasn't completely following it. And I said to myself, I really think I need to read that book. So I did. And the same thing that happened before started to happen, where I was like, wow, this is really hard to follow and not really enjoying it. But something inside me told me, stick with it. I did. And when I finished that book, I couldn't wait to read the second one. And then I just finished the third one, which is Children of Dune. And like I said, just started God Emperor of Dune. So these books are phenomenal. They are so much more than sci-fi classics written by, in my opinion, a genius, Frank Herbert. Um, there are so many things touched upon in here: religion, philosophy, politics, family. I mean, you name it. It covers so many different areas, people's interrelations with each other. It's just unbelievable. When I was reading Children of Doom, I kept coming across these passages that I felt compelled to share with the world, and I was posting quotes on my Twitter. And one of the people that I follow on Twitter is Elon Musk, and he started talking about time and interlapping dimensions. And I had been just reading Children of Dune like maybe an hour after I read that post by him. And I was like, oh my God, I just came across like the perfect thing to tweet back to him. And I was kind of hoping for a response, but come on, we're talking about Elon Musk. So, no, I didn't get a response, but I'm sure that some people may have read what I tweeted and then hopefully, looked it up to see whether it was an original statement by me or whether it was a quote from something. And I'm hoping that by my doing that, I led someone to this series because it is amazing. Now, at the end of the last book, I was like, wow, this is really getting out there, far out there, like the kind of stuff that's tough to really wrap your mind around. And I wasn't sure about the direction that the story was headed, but the more I think about it now, I'm really curious as to what is going to happen with this. From what I understand, this book will transform everything into like a new era with a new set of characters and storyline in the next book. I believe there are only 2 books left after this in the series, and I don't know, from what I understand, it's worth it to read every single one of them. But I had gone through a phase there for a while where I wanted to read everything by Isaac Asimov. And it's funny because I read the entire Robot series by him, and then I read the Space series trilogy, and I was kind of saving the Foundation series because I knew that was what he was most famous for. Well, as it turns out, we have Apple TV right now, and the Foundation series TV show is on there. And we started watching that, and I didn't like it at all. And I said, this doesn't make any sense. Why don't I like this? Because Isaac Asimov is one of my all-time favorite authors, and I should have loved that. So I don't know if it was just a bad adaptation or if it wasn't what I was expecting. But yeah, I didn't like that. So we started watching a different show instead because neither my husband nor I could get into that Foundation one. And wow, this really is holding our interest. What am I talking about? Invasion. So we're on season 1 of Invasion right now, and it's basically about aliens coming to the planet and causing all kinds of chaos and destruction. And I find that interesting that this show would be on right now because I don't know if you've seen it or not on the news, but there's a lot of speculation and news about people seeing and experiencing things with aliens, especially in Las Vegas. I guess there's been a lot of sightings, and the police keep saying that what people are seeing is not of this earth, that it's definitely something not human. And they don't know what it is and they can't explain it. And so hopefully this won't become like a worldwide phenomena thing. But if you've seen Invasion, then you know that's exactly what happens. Is it starts off slowly with isolated incidents and just spreads from there until it's complete chaos and the aliens are just attacking and destroying everything. But despite the negativity, we'll say, of the theme, it's definitely, holding our interest. And I guess they just released a season 2, so we'll probably keep going with that for a while. So yeah, I just figured I would talk about what I've been reading and what I've been watching because I haven't done one of these videos in a long, long time. So that's what's been going on with that. Now I'm trying to think of what we watched just prior to getting involved in Invasion. Well, I told you Foundation, but before that, I'm trying to think of what we were watching. I think we might have seen a couple of movies, but off the top of my head now, I don't remember specifically. My mind is all over the place right now. So that's what I've been reading, that's what I've been watching, and yeah, I'll update you again once I have some more information on that. Of course, I watch a lot of YouTube, and my people that I subscribe to on YouTube, I try to keep up. I subscribe to quite a few people, so just keeping up with that is a lot in itself. So thanks for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.